Hello guys and girls, it is I, Aaron Halo 18 here. Today I'm going to do a review on the movie called The Great Wall. And I sent a review to my friend Grant. And I mentioned in my review, I saw the movie The Great Wall and I liked it. I gave this movie 8 out of 10. The movie takes place in ancient China and Matt Damon was badass in the movie. It's a monster movie, and Matt Damon was a European mercenary in China during the Song Dynasty. He encounters the Great Wall of China and meets Chinese soldiers to defend against monsters. The Chinese-U.S. co-production also stars Jing Tian, Pedro Pascal, Willem, Defoe, and Andy Lau. Principal photography for the film began on March 30th, 2015 in Qingdao, China. It premiered in Beijing on December 6, 2016. Released by China Film Group in China on December 15th, 2016, and in the United States on February 17th, 2017. By Universal, the film has grossed $308.5 million worldwide. And, yeah. Matt Damon was William Guerin, and Jing Tian was the girl, Commander Lin May of the Crane Troop. The Crane Troop was the people who wore blue, I guess. And Pedro Pascal was Pedro Tovar, and Willem Defoe was Sir Ballard, and Andy Liu as Wang, strategist, and war counselor for the Nameless Order. Zhang Hanyu as Shio, commander of the Bear Troop, and general of the Nameless Order. Eddie Benig as commander of Wu of the Tiger Troop. Lu Han as Peng Yang, a warrior of the Bear Troop. Lin Ging as Commander Shen of the Eagle Troop. Chen Exdong as Commander of the Imperial Guard. Ang Exon as Commander of the Deer Troop. Ming Zhaka as the Emperor. Lian Zheng as Shen. Traditionals. There's some subtitles in the movie as well and stuff. The screenplay was by Carlo Bernard, Doug Harrow, Tony Gilroy, directed by Zhang Yimou, produced by Thomas Tull, Charles Roven, John Jensen, Spina Lorner. Music was by Raymond Desjardins. Teshawan, cinematography Stuart Dryberg, Sarah X. Ding, edited by Craig Wood, production company Legendary East V Vision Pictures, Atlas Entertainment, China Film Group, distributed by Universal Pictures, China Film Group. In Beijing was December 6th, China was December 15th, and February 17th was this year. And the movie was 104 minutes. Country, United States, China. The language of the movie was Mandarin and English. And the budget was 150 million. And I've already said the box office numbers already. in the box office. Said as of March 4th, 2017, Great Wall has grossed $38.6 million in the United States and Canada, and $269.8 million in other territories for a worldwide total of the same price I said before, $308.5 million. Has a production budget of $150 million. In the United States and Canada, the film will open alongside A Cure for Wellness and Fist Fight, and was projected to gross 17 through 19 million from about 3,200 theaters in its opening weekend. The film made 970,000 at 2,470 theaters from Thursday night previews and 5.9 million on its first day. It went on to open to 18.1 million, reaching third in the box office behind the holdovers of the Lego Batman movie and 50 Shades Darker. In China, the Great Wall opened on December 16th, 2016. It made 24.3 million on its first day and 67.4 million in its opening weekend. In the second weekend, it grossed 26.1 million. The film went on to gross 170.9 million at the Chinese box office. In March 2017, despite grossing more than twice its budget, the Hollywood Reporter wrote that the film is likely to lose about 75 million due to its underwhelming performance theatrically. While the film was a massive hit in China, earning over 171 million, the scenario in almost every other major markets, including the United States and Canada, was disappointing. The loss incurred by all four studios will, however, vary, with Universal Pictures, which funded about 25% of the film's $150 million production budget, losing around $10 million. The rest of the investors, Legendary Entertainment, China Film Group, and Lee Vision Pictures, will have an equal loss. However, since Universal also covered almost all of the film's global marketing expenses, which is above 80 million, the studio will incur an even more heavy loss. However, if the film is able to generate enough income through ancillary revenues, such as home entertainment sales and TV rights, it might be able to cover up the loss. Critical response. I'm doing a review. Critical response. A review aggregator, Rotten Tomatoes. The film has an approval rating of 35% based on 171 reviews, with an average rating of 4.9 out of 10. The site's critical consensus reads, for a Yimou Zhang film featuring Matt Damon and Willem Defoe battling against smelling ancient monsters, The Great Wall is neither as exciting nor as entertainingly. You have to get them yourself. I'm doing a video. Entertainingly offers as one might hope. On Metacritic, the film has a score of 42 out of 100, based on 40 critics indicating mixed or average reviews. Audiences polled by Cinema Score gave the film an average grade of B on an A+ to a F scale. Community visit the Sky, writing for the AV Club, gave the film a B- on an A to F scale. saying, "There is no logic reason for the film to climax in a tower of stained glass that paints Lin May and William in psychedelic Spursia lighting. But boy, does it look gorgeous in 3D. Yes, the cinematography was really good in this movie. The scenery and all that was great. The computer graphics were pretty good too. And I'll continue to read here. Simon Abrams, a contributor from Roger Ebert.com, gave the film a 3 out of 4 stars. Summarizing, The Great Wall is unlike any American blockbuster you've seen. A conservative movie with action set pieces that are actually tentative and thrilling enough to be worthwhile. See it on as big a screen as you can. Clarence Tissue, writing for The Hollywood Reporter, gave the film a negative review, saying, "The Great Wall is easily the least interesting and involving blockbuster." I'm doing a video. Stop. Sorry, this one. Awesome. Keep writing me to get my dad. I don't know. And involving blockbuster, the respective careers of both Stark and Stark. Yeah, I really did enjoy the movie. It was pretty good. And of course, the good guys win in the movie at the end of the movie. The movie was pretty good. I guess I did like it. I think it's definitely an 8 out of 10 for me. The whole asteroid of the monsters thing, just kind of confusing. But I don't understand that part, but I guess I'm reading from Wikipedia. And if you get to this point, and if there's any spoilers or anything, don't watch the spoiler part. Half part of the video was good. But now I'll read the spoiler part of the video, and it says, "In the time of the Song Dynasty, during the reign of the Song Emperor, a few miles north of the Great Wall, a mercenary group originally consisting of 20 men searching for black powder are pursued by Jing Tian bandits who have already killed some of the men. Upon escaping, they seek refuge in a cave, are then attacked by an unknown monster, leaving only Willem and Tober alive. The former having slashed off the monster's hand, the two decide to bring the arm with them. So the next day, they stumble upon the Great Wall. They are taken prisoner by Chinese soldiers for a secret military sect called the Nameless Order, led by General Xiao and strategist Wang. The Nameless Order is a Chinese military order commissioned by the Imperial Court of the Song Dynasty as a special division of the Imperial Army conceived for the sole purpose of repelling a horde of alien monsters, the Tao Tai, to rise every 60 years. The commanding officer was shocked upon seeing the monster's served hand, as the order believed the invasion was still weeks away. And I guess the monsters are from this asteroid and apparently crashed on the Earth in China. I guess. The creatures are like dog-like alien monster creatures. Then I'll continue now. The commanding officers were shocked upon seeing the monsters severe hands, as the order believed the invasion was still weeks away. Suddenly, a wave of monsters attacked the Great Wall, and battalions are mobilized. The Nameless Order is divided into 5 special units: the Melee Specialist, Bear Troop, the Acrobatic Specialist, Crane Troop, the Archer Specialist, Eagle Troop. I guess that They had different colors. One was blue, one was yellow, one was reddish orange or something. The siege aided Specialist Tiger Troop and the horse-mounted Deer Troop. Losses are sustained on both sides before the monster's queen recalls her drones. During the battle, William and Defoe are freed by Ping Yang, an unskilled soldier from the Bear Troop, and William in turn saves him from the attacking monsters. William and Chihara's battle skills earn the respect of General Shao and Commander Lin, leader of the Crane Troop. Later, William and Defoe Sir Ballard, a European who, like them, adventured east 25 years ago in search of black powder. Like them, Ballard was also taken prisoner and now has been serving as an English and Latin teacher. The three foreign mercenaries discuss plans to steal back powder from the storeroom and flee while the soldiers are occupied by battle. Later, strategist Wang meets William and explains the situation. The monsters that William fought were Tao Tais, and the film actually called Tao Tai, which are monsters originating from a green meteorite that crash landed onto Defoe Mountain 2,000 years ago. The Chinese believe that Tao Tai were sent from the gods to punish the emperor for abusing his authority over the Middle Kingdom and the people. They attack northern China once every 60 years, an invasion for which the order has been training for their entire lives. During the night, two Tao Tais reach the top of the wall and silently kill several watchmen. Shao and Lin lead the deer soldiers to investigate, but are ambushed. The Tao Tais are slain, but Shao, wounded beyond recovery, succumbs to his injuries and dies, leaving Lin to take command of the nation's order. Around this time, an envoy from the capital arrives with an ancient scroll which suggests that the monsters are pacified by magnets. Wang believes that the stone William carried all this time enabled him. Die! You gonna help Molly? Never mind. You gotta get him. He's not gonna hear you. Around this time, an envoy from the capital arrives with an ancient scroll which suggests that the monsters are pacified by magnets. Wang believes that the stone William carried all this time enabled him to stay the Tao Tai he fought before entering the wall. To test the theory, William suggests that they should capture a Tao Tai alive and agrees to help. This results in his escape plans, which puts him at odds with Defoe using black powder rockets, whose existence had been kept secret from the Westerners until now. They managed to capture a living Tao Tai and prove the theory. The Tao Tai is taken to the capital by the envy. A short while later, a hole is discovered in the base of the Great Wall, which the Tao Tai Queen has used to lead her hordes to the capital, while Lin investigates Defoe trying to escape and knock William unconscious for resisting. William is then arrested by the Chinese soldiers, and despite it being saved by his statement from Pyongyang, William eventually is locked up in the wall. Some distance away, Ballard betrays and abandons Defoe, but is himself captured by the Ketans, who inadvertently destroy themselves and Ballard after carelessly igniting the powder. Defoe reclaims the horses, but is recaptured by the Deer Troop of the capital. The envoy decides to show their theory to the Song Emperor. The Tao wakes up and signals to the Tao the queen, knowing that the horde is nearing the capital, and orders the use of unstable hot air balloons to follow the Tao before it's setting out for Balan Bane Ling. The capital. Lin asks Ward to set William free, his Wang telling him to tell the outside world about the danger about to come. And the commander became a general. The general became a commander in the movie. I guess. But the other commander died in the movie, I guess. And I'll continue reading. But William decides to stay and boards the last balloon with Ping and Wang. They arrive just in time to see Lin's balloon crash landing in the now destroyed capital, and save her from being devoured. They land safely in the Emperor's palace. Wang proposes an idea to kill the queen by tying explosives to the captured Tao from earlier, to give the Tao meat to deliver to the queen, while transporting a horde of Tao breached the sewers, making Wang sacrifice himself to save the others. The Tao release Lin, William, and Wang climb a tower to shoot a black power rocket to detonate the explosives. Wang is killed while moving to the upper floors. Two of William's arrows are deflected by the Tao. Lin's spear breaches the defenses after William throws the magnet into the horde. The queen is destroyed. The rest of the horde is frozen solid. While the horde destroyed, William is given an offer during which he forgoes the power and instead frees Defoe, which Defoe annoys. The two, guided by cavalry, begin their journey back to Europe as Lin. Now the general watches over them from the wall. William says that he wants to go back, but jokes with Defoe, saying he doesn't trust him going alone. The Chinese critical response. The large investor, the Wand Group, owner of the Legendary Pictures, has good relationships with the Chinese government and the Communist Party of China. In December 2016, Usual Film Review, Devon rated The Great Wall 5.4 out of 10, which is considered very low. Another movie review, Agitator. Their professional score is only 4.9 out of 10. On December 28th, the Communist Party's official media outlet People's Daily published an article on his website severely criticizing government to harm to the Chinese movie industry. With their bad reviews on the same day, Mao took down its professional score for The Great Wall. Protagonist and agent setting, because of some of the characters, including the main character played by Matt Damon, are white in a film set in medieval China. The film was accused of whitewashing and using a white savior narrative prior to its release. After the film's release, and Warren Day, chief film critic for the Washington Post, twice that early concerns about Damon playing a white savior in the film turned out to be unfounded. His character, a mercenary soldier, is heroic, as well as clearly a foul for the superior principles and courage of his Chinese allies. Jonathan Kim, in a review for the Huffington Post, tries that having seen The Great Wall, to say that on the chart of The Great Wall insulting the Chinese, throwing white superiority, I say not guilty. The question of whether The Great Wall is a white savior movie is a bit trickier, but I'm still going to say not guilty. charged of whitewashing essay, not guilty. Governor Emo said that Matt Damon was not playing a role that was intended for a Chinese actor. And further criticized dictator detractors for not being armed with the facts and stated that in many ways the Great Wall is the opposite of what is being suggested. For the first time, a film deeply rooted in Chinese culture, with one of the large Chinese cast ever assembled. It's being made at tentpole scale for a world audience. I believe that is a trend that should be embraced by our industry. The Great Wall was released in China on December 15th. It was released on February 17th, 2017 in the United States by Universal Pictures. Music, main article, The Great Wall soundtrack. The score is composed by Raymond. This is the first track called Tanner's Order was released on December 14th, 2016. Production on March 18th, 2014. Chinese director Zhang Yimou was set to direct the epic film on November 6, 2014. Secretary East CEO Peter Lorre confirmed that the film would be made with a budget of $135 million, that it would be completely in English. It will be the first English language film directed by Zhang. The film originally came from legendary CEO Thomas Tull, was conceived the idea with World War Z and writer Max Brooks. International Light and Magic, ILM, will be responsible for the visual effects and when workshop contributed practical effects, namely weapons and props, to ensure a high-quality film reminiscent of Hollywood productions. The little box says here, the company and I have been preparing for the Great Wall for a long time. It is an action blockbuster. The reason I took the Great Wall is that there have been requests in the last 10 or 20 years. Our production is big enough and really appealing, and very importantly, it has Chinese elements in it. The emo director. Filming, principal photography of the film began on March 30th, 2015. On location in Qingdao, it is the most the film ever shot entirely in China, ordered of $135 million. New walls were built during production as they could not shoot on the actual Great Wall. During the filmmaking, the director said that the most impressive part was the presence of so many translators to handle communication as he assembled an international crew for the filming. More than 100 on-set translators worked with various cast and crew members. The last part is promotion. The Great Wall released its first trailer in July 2016. The trailer shows views of the Great Wall and fog, thousands of soldiers on a battlefield ready for war, and a mysterious monster, as well as the roster. Series of cast including Matt Damon and Andy Lau. A new song from the Liham Wang Tian Wai was released on November 15th, 2016. To promote the Great Wall, Bridge of Fate was composed by pop singer Swing with lyrics written by Vincent Fang, a longtime collaborator of singer-writer-songwriter Chen Chao, female rocker Tan Wu joined Wang for a duet, but with two different vocal styles. Wang sang pop, so Tan performed a traditional Wang and folk Chinese opera style from the Xenia province. Chinese pop diva Jane Zhang joins another new English song, Battlefield. It's a promotional music video for the Great Wall on November 22nd, 2016. The song was composed by King Logan and Maroon 5's keyboardist PJ Morton, and by Jose Jojo Martin and Jane Zhang. It was produced by Timbaland. Universal Pictures and Legendary Entertainment has debuted 8 character posters from the film on November 17th, 2016. All in all, Legendary spent 110 to 120 million on promotions and advertising worldwide. That was all I had to say about that. And yeah, I look a little. Sorry if I look a little sad or depressed or anything. I get easily upset over when my dad does movie lines for some weird reason. I don't know, I can't stress out pretty easily. So I still enjoy the movies and stuff. I'm happy that I saw this movie. I always wanted to see this movie for a long time. I would highly recommend anyone to go see this movie. It was really fun to watch it. And Matt Damon is still a good actor. Matt Damon is one of my favorite actors from Hollywood, I guess. And I've done my review already, so I really like movies. If I can see Logan, I'll probably do a review for that movie. Any movie that I see, I'll do reviews on it, I guess. But yeah, so I hope you liked what I had to say in the video. And as always, please rate, comment, like, favorite, subscribe. Views, thoughts, and opinions, and I hope you liked it and enjoyed it for your viewing pleasure, guys and girls. Stay tuned for more, guys and girls. And I love doing YouTube videos for you. If you have any questions or concerns or comments, comment down below. But I'd like to see thousands of comments. Can we see 1,000 comments on this video? And I want to see 1,000 likes on the video too. Can we do it? I hope so. And my favorite quote from Ghost Robo: "Please drink some hot chocolate." And I'll see you all later. And this is Aaron Halo 18 signing off, and goodbye, and God bless you, and bye.